And welcome back to CH Sports. We are here with the 2021 Resistance Discs Open at Trojan Park. We are back. My name is Chris Nelson, joined tonight by DJ Herrington. How you doing tonight?
Doing well. How are you, Chris?
Doing pretty good. Our coverage sponsors, as always, brought to you by Flight Towel, Upper Park Disc Golf, and Resistance Discs. Here we are with our chase card after round one. We got three players at 6 under par: Tim Barham, AJ Carey, and local stud Cole Redalen. Alex Russell, not to be forgotten, sitting there at 4 down, but still plenty of disc golf to play. What's the play on hole one?
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a fun card today. The play on hole one is either going to be a righty backhand roller, righty power forehand, or the hyzer play, which gets a little bit sneaky on the right side. Got to clear the water on your roller, but it's not really in play, but it definitely gets in your head. It's there, you're looking at it, it's right off the tee. Tim Barham teeing off first here.
No doubt. A little intimidating staring at water right in front of you on your first shot of the day. But Tim Barham, a nice 6 under par round one. Looks like he's taking a roller and he just needs it to stop cutting. That's fine right there. Just off to the left.
Yeah, that's an easy par from over there. Next up is AJ Carey, representing Dynamic Discs.
Yeah, I haven't personally played with AJ, but a 6 under par at Trojan isn't anything to scoff at. We'll see if he can improve on his round one score. Conditions for the second round are going to be significantly better. Looking at no rain, sunshine, mild wind as his roller kind of flips over a little early onto the right side, but he should be fine. Cole Redalen doesn't need much of an introduction anymore. If you don't know this kid by now, 16 years old, got all the potential in the world.
Oh, and this looks good.
Yeah, that's what you're looking at. That looks fantastic. Rolling right towards the pin.
Yeah, you should be circle's edge there. I'd think maybe a little bit outside, but that was the perfect line that you're looking for there.
And last but not least, Alex Russell, representing Innova Champion Discs. Primarily a forehand thrower. He loves flicking bosses. I know he has a Tour Series boss this year. And I'm guessing that's going to be another one of his bosses, and he's going to be on the green.
Tim trying to give it a look from deep there. Not a lot going. That'll be an easy 3.
AJ for maybe about 50. Yeah. Like we said, this is definitely a bonus birdie to start your round.
Oh, and just a little low. Cole looks like he's probably circle's edge here.
See if we can put those Lunas into the chains. Yes, sir.
Oh, great putt.
Great way to start your second round. Moving day on Saturday. Looks like AJ Carey's the only one left to really work for his par, although this shouldn't be an issue for him.
Yeah, he definitely gave it a good run from over there. He wanted to make that. These conditions are something that you don't see a lot of the time at Trojan. Seems like every tournament we have out here, you get a rainy weekend. It just happens to be, no matter what time of the year, it always seems to be a hurricane out here. So we're lucky this day to, have some of the best conditions possible out here at Trojan.
Yeah, I know I was excited to get out on round 2 after just getting dumped on the first round. And I already knew Sunday was going to be a doozy. So today's the day. You need to rack up birdies and hold on tomorrow. So Redalen starts off with the birdie on 1, everyone else with pars. Hole 2, 243, water carry for a majority of that. Play is definitely just to throw it harder than you think you need to. Use the backstop. You can also use this tree hanging right above the basket. It's a nice catcher that'll just stop your disc and drop it right there.
Yeah, this being the easiest hole on the property, this is definitely one that is we would consider a must-get playing in the pro field.
Cole leaked a little left, but shouldn't be a problem for him. Tim,
just clearing the water.
But yeah, those are the best shots when you just clear it. Gonna be super close. I saw this forehand play a lot this weekend, and I think it might have to do with that low cover on the right side of the the gap. But the green is kind of moving away from you the further right you get, so that forehand you do need to make sure you get enough on it to clear. Cole cleans up the birdie and shouldn't be too much work for these other guys.
Yeah, I definitely prefer the backhand play. It just tends to move straighter, where the forehand it might be a little bit more accurate, but it tends to move more left to right, and you can kind of bring that water into play a bit more if you short it. But these guys are having no problem on hole 2.
Star frame for our card, to be expected. Everyone knows today's the day to take advantage. Try and climb up those spots on the leaderboard.
Yeah, hole 3, moving into this is 380 feet. There's a huge hyzer play. There's also this tight gap that you will see the drone flying through here, kind of a flip up to flat with either a fairway driver or distance driver. This is definitely super tough hole, low cover. It's playing at as the third most difficult hole on the course today, averaging 3.19 in round 2. So this is definitely an extra bonus birdie here.
And Cole finds the highway on that skip. That's doesn't happen very often.
Wow. Yeah.
This is a great shot from Tim if it can just finish. It looks like it does.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of players throwing that hyzer line on the right side of the big tree.
Yeah, let the disc kind of move back towards the middle of the fairway. That's a really common landing spot. You just kind of go right in front of the tree in the fairway and you have 50, 60 feet from there.
This looks a little inside.
Yeah, I got a decent reaction. Shouldn't result in anything worse than a par.
Yeah, friendly kick back out to the fairway there.
And that tall grass should nestle him nicely. Tim has a look, but a little half bid at this point in the round. Cole from the freeway. Dang.
Wow. Oh my goodness. What a putt.
Wow. What a putt. That's what this kid does, man.
That had to have been 70 feet down the hill.
Extremely downhill putt from that distance. With, as you can see, the wind is moving those branches. All the card mates are trying to check out his line. But look at this putt.
Wow.
That is sick.
That was huge.
What a par save from Cole. He has so much spin and power from his standstill putts. I've seen the kid putt from 100 feet, no problem.
And there's no fear. I mean, if he airballs that, he's going in the water. Like,
exactly.
The angle that he was at, like, that disc is taking a skip and it's going in the water. 8 out of 10 times.
Yeah, you're right. That's an impressive run. AJ got closer than I thought, but isn't able to connect on the birdie putt, so it's going to be straight pars for the card. Cole plays the holes in 2 shots. I wonder how far his disc skipped into that road, because it's busy.
Yeah, I had to have taken a huge flare skip. Bunch of pars on hole 3. We're going to be moving into hole 4. Today, we are going to be playing the short position on this hole. There was a wedding that was booked out before we had booked this Pro Tour event over on the left side of the drone flight over here, over where you would see the par 4 position. So we're playing this par 3 position, which is also a super tough hole, brings the water into play. Either a straight backhand or forehand over the water. The cart path on the right is playing out of bounds.
Yeah, beautiful backhand buzz there from Cole. Dead straight. Should have a solid putt for birdie. Tim showing us the forehand. Basically just playing the same shot as you would for the long. You're going to want to push it a little bit further, but green flag is what you want.
And this needs to settle.
AJ a little more stable. Yeah, it needs to get down.
Yeah.
And that'll work. Grass is really thick this time of year.
Yeah, and with all the rain we got yesterday, this is definitely, it still quite hasn't dried up yet. Everything's super sticky.
Yeah, I remember that. Cole first up for the birdie.
Furthest out at about 28 feet there.
Yeah, another dead center putt. Really love his putting form. Tim, maybe about 20. No problem. A little further than that, but this hole kind of went from a difficult par 4 to almost a must-get par 3. It's only 316. All you got to do is land it in bounce, and you should have birdie looks.
Yeah, and where the basket is where pretty much the landing zone is for the par 4 position. We went from the second most difficult hole to the 15th most difficult hole. So this is definitely one of those that you are really looking to get on this layout here.
Yeah, for sure. And congrats to the newlyweds. Hope the Trojan Park catered to them as well as it did to us. Star frame for the card again. These guys are chopping up the easy holes, but it only gets tougher from here as we cut away to our sponsors.
This video is brought to you by Resistance Discs. Head over to resistancediscs.com and use code CHSports at checkout to get free shipping on any order over $25. Thank you to resistancediscs.com, and let's get back to the video.
This is a 2-shot par 4. Right here is the landing zone on the drone flight. Trying to land in between those cart paths or just in front of it to set up another big hyzer play onto this peninsula. playing at 602 feet. This is the second easiest hole on the course. Pretty much chip hyzer.
Yeah, this is a pretty forgiving par 4. Cole maybe slightly inside, but even that is totally doable for the birdie. Barham's looking pretty textbook with that wide hyzer.
Yeah, this is one of those holes that pretty much whatever you throw on your first shot, you're just going to pick it up and you're going to throw the exact same shot again across the water.
Yeah.
On a day like today when the weather's beautiful, this chops up as a pretty easy par 4. But on the average day at Trojan, when it's storming and it's a hurricane out there, this hole can get a little bit tricky. If you short a shot or catch your disc in the wind, you can find yourself in the water pretty easily.
Yeah, no kidding. Barham makes the correct mistake, pushing it a little long. It'll be circle's edge for the birdie look. But yeah, like you said, you're pretty much just throwing the same shot. It's Alex putting it real close there on the backhand hyzer. AJ, this is gonna need to go.
Oh, and he looks like he's safe there.
Yeah, the long grass probably caught him, but it's gonna be a tough putt.
Yeah, if you're not on the shortcut of the grass here, it gets really tough. You got grass in your way, you got grass in your putting line. Like, we can't even see him right there, and he's just giving it a prayer.
AJ taps out. Cole's upshot was a little more cut off than I thought it would be, but he executes that well. Puts it nice and close.
Just a bit high. We'll have Alex up next.
I believe Alex putts with the KC AVRs. Seems to be common these days among the Innova Tour players.
I think so. I played with him last week at Portland Open, and I wasn't really asking him about what discs he was throwing, but that would definitely make sense. Cole with a good birdie putt there.
Yeah, that's heavy mock exchange. Tried to shove it out, but birdie's a birdie. Only 2 of them on our cards, so not quite playing the hole up to its average, but
yeah, and Cole's starting off hot. I think anyone would love to be 4 through 5 out here at Trojan.
absolutely. So hole 6, 289 feet. You're teeing off kind of on this peninsula. Nice slope on all sides of the basket, so you really want to put this close or it's going to be a tester putt. Common play is this, the forehand. It's usually a right to left crosswind on this one, so it's going to shove those forehands down. Alex getting a little too much air.
Luckily getting caught up in the long grass there.
Yeah, gets the green flag, but that's going to be a 30-footer uphill with a drop-off behind the basket. Let's see what he wants to do. Tim joining him in that area, but I think he's a little higher on the hill, so it won't be as bad.
Yeah, just watching this coverage and knowing how important that grass is on this hole. The park and Jeff could have been real mean and had all that mowed down, and we would have seen so many shots go out of bounds on this hole.
Yeah, no kidding. Cole with the safe bid. Alex giving it a good run. They'll have to settle for the pars. Tim.
And the camera angle on this doesn't really give it justice. Colin's standing at the top of the hill here, And this is a pretty uphill putt, and when you miss, there's all the chance for rollaways, for, you know, putting yourself back out to 25, 30 feet. So this is a real tricky putt from where these guys were putting from down in the tall grass there.
Yeah, and this area of the course is always windy. It just adds to the difficulty. But AJ's able to connect. He'll take the lone birdie. All our players under par. Tim Barham only 2 down, but you know, in these conditions, still got some birdie holes left.
Yeah, and that's the thing about Trojan. You know, if you're on, they're all birdieable. That's one of those things where the water always comes into play mentally, but all of these holes can be got by everyone in the MPO field, I would say.
Yeah. So hole 7. Oh, it's AJ trying to show us the high hyzer line. But most right-handed players are going to take a flat to stable disc, or stable disc, and release it flat right at those 2 trees that you can see. Cole going a little wide, so he's going to be obstructed on his putt, but you just got to hug those trees and hope you don't skip too hard left into the out of bounds, which is pretty close to the basket in some spots.
That was a good safe play by Alex there. He should have a circle 2 look from where his shot landed. Went right in front of those trees.
Man, a lot of the drives maybe flipping up more than these guys want. Really taking that OB road into play. And this is a tough look.
Yeah, pretty much just a layup there.
Yeah. Cole, don't know if he knows what a layup is. And why would you with his putting distance goodness?
Oh, man. Did that go through?
I couldn't quite tell. I thought he made it, to be honest, but by his body reaction, it looked like it was just nubbed short.
It hit a lot of chains. I heard him say something spit out, but I don't know. It might have been just on the right side there. Those heavy Mach X chains doing him dirty.
Yeah, his purple Luna's on the other side of that basket, so he must have somehow spit through a Mach X. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was a spit or, I mean, it was really right side, but.
Yeah, he said it was definitely right side. He didn't know if it was a spit or not, but he seemed confused. Like, that putt should have gone in.
Oh, Cole leading the way, 10 under, 4 down on the round. Hole 8, 447. So the new tee pad this year, making it just a tough par 3. You're going to want to throw a power hyzer through the initial gap and try and get some skips toward this kind of green hidden down there. I saw some people throw a little too hard. A lot of OB long if your hyzer flips up on accident.
Yeah, this hole said it was playing on the T sign as, I believe, like 470, but I think that Colin had it about right. It's playing at about 450. I saw a ton of guys throw their big hyzer and it just pushed too straight for too long and landed on the road. This is one of those holes where you just got to throw a big high hyzer, let it fade in left. Don't ever bring that road into play.
Thank you so much.
Ooh, very fortunate to stay out of that left side. That is nasty stuff.
And this shot looks good.
Yeah, Alex Russell put it pretty close, and AJ getting all the way there. It's gonna have a good chance at birdie.
Yeah, out of bounds right behind the basket, just short of the Pro Tour walls there, about 3 feet in front of it.
Here's Cole. Maybe 40, 45.
Yeah, I think he's just in front of that power pole there, which I think is sitting at about 40, 45. So probably just inside 40 there, just a bit high.
Nice committed birdie putt from Alex. And that's a good 2 to pick up. AJ pin high. That's a great drive.
Yeah, just short of those branches that tend to hang in the way that makes players go to a knee for their putts if they go a little bit long.
Oh.
Looks like it was just a bit left side there.
Man. And those missed opportunities really sting. You execute a great drive on a tough hole, put yourself in position, especially on those 20-footers that seem so routine.
Cole looking like he might have a gap in the trees here, maybe not, going down to a knee. These are tricky 20-footers from this backside on the screen. No problem there. Getting his 3.
Yeah, it gets even more difficult when the rain starts coming down and adds a little extra weight to those leaves. I remember being back there with really low ceiling.
Yeah, the rain definitely probably drops them at least about a foot. Those branches get heavy. There was actually a tree that fell down after the round on Sunday on, I believe, hole 13's fairway. A big old tree fell down, so that's just a little spoiler for it's coming down tomorrow. Hole 9, another great 2-shot par 4. We're going to see the players throw hyzer here trying to get to this left side, or forehand trying to get it outright so that they can throw a big hyzer over the road. Or, you know, I've seen some people throw cut rollers on this hole and try to get into this left side fairway where they can throw another pitch forehand. A lot of options here.
Alex back in his wheelhouse, throwing the forehand. Shouldn't be any problem for him. Cole going backhand. I know he has a pretty solid forehand, but I think he's just more comfortable hitting gaps with that backhand. So smooth.
That was a little outside there.
Yeah, hopefully he was able to fight back out of that stuff, or it's going to be a tough up and down from there. AJ bailing out pretty hard right, but all that does is open up the hyzer even more into the green.
Yeah, AJ had a great shot there. That's definitely my elected play on this hole. That way you can get as much room as you can to avoid these trees and go out over the road.
I think Tim hit a root as soon as he put that roller down. It just sprung it sky high. But like you were saying, AJ, with that nice open hyzer line down the road, all you got to do is make sure you get height under the disc, and it's just going to filter into that bowl.
Yeah, that's pretty textbook.
Cole electing to go hyzer still. He's definitely a little out of position, but with his power, he was able to get up and down.
Tim looks like he's going to be getting up and down to save his par there.
Oh, absolutely got up and down as Cole's in for birdie. No problem.
And these trees on the green can make your putts tricky, but they're close enough that you can go down to a knee or straddle out and tend to get a good look.
Nice birdie putt from AJ. Got to feel good after that miscue on the last hole. Alex just tapping in the 3.
And Tim with a good 4 save there.
All right, not a bad way to wrap up our front 9. We got Alex and Redalen at 5 under for the front 9, AJ Carey at 3, and Tim at 2. Only gets tougher from here. We'll see how these guys navigate the back.
Absolutely. Once again, shout out to Resistance Discs for putting this on, and thanks for Colin for coming out and filming. We'll see you on the back 9.
Hey guys, Colin here with CH Sports. I just wanted to give a huge shout out to my coverage sponsors. These videos would not be able to come to life without these people's help, so I really appreciate it. There's plans starting as low as $3 a month, and every single dollar helps grow the channel. If you would like to see your name or business listed in the credits of every single one of my videos, please head over to patreon.com/chsports.